over, stand aside my cruise control and overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Ooh, like a cool summer breeze. If my motor's running right, we might lose control tonight. Got the shape I love to squeeze, looks that bring me to my knees. Oh please, let it roll tonight.
Please let it roll tonight into our North Coast Game of the Week for another session, and welcome to the Plank at Perkins High School for the Perkins Pirates hosting the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes in a huge Sandusky Bay Conference Lake Division showdown. Of course, Perkins just coming off that one loss in the conference to Bellevue and not wanting to pick up another loss here this early in the year. Certainly not critical, but kind of a key game here at Perkins this afternoon. Tiffin Columbian just keeps dodging bullet after bullet and surviving all of these tests and remaining atop the conference and remaining undefeated on the year. So welcome aboard as we take a panorama around the Plank and get you set for what is a big basketball game at Perkins High School. That's the most words from Coach K, but most words I've ever seen anybody talking to Ken Walters ever work into a conversation before. Because normally Ken is the dominant factor. Although the pretty family getting set to watch, you go to a Perkins event, you're going to see somebody with the last name of Prinny somewhere along the line. And by the way, they live in a pretty good neighborhood too. Not just because my daughter lives there too, but what the heck. Look at the Perkins bench and the coaching staff that is joining Coach K this year at Perkins High School, putting the Pirate Express together. Our pregame is sponsored by Noble Axes, axe throwing, located in downtown Sandusky. We got a seat in front row, the best seat in the house, down in the rumble section at the end of the floor, where the students just love to do as much vocalizing as humanly possible. Now look at our pregame warm-ups ready to roll, and the popcorn is good, and that doesn't give a hoot about the popcorn. It just makes sure everybody's behaving themselves and everything. Down at the scores table, the very characteristic P, our fan of the week, coming up for Snow Trails. Well, we talk about the Prinnies. Might as well throw the Sturzingers in along with it. Big Ted watching over the proceedings. I wonder whether he's watching the game or whether he's looking at the show his son's putting on, or his grandson putting on. I don't know. Fan of the week is for Snow Trails Winter Resort, Ohio's first and finest in Central Ohio. And if you ever want corn in the summertime, these are the people to see. And, of course, high atop the gymnasium, Kenny and Penny Nixon watching over their son Caden, who's a junior on the Perkins squad this year. Here's the Tornadoes, who are pretty darn good. You just look at them and they're doing, and you know, a lot of people say, oh, they're a bunch of hot dogs, and they play well. Super Fan of the Week is up next, brought to you by Sandusky Bay Pancake House.
It's a lot of fun, and I do it for the kids. It gives me something to do, and I'm competitive, so every week I look forward to helping out with the kids. Nothing quite like it.
And you don't do it for as long as what Dr. Gino's done without doing it for the kids. That's your Super Fan of the Week, brought to you by Sandusky Bay Pancake House. There's not a care in the world when you get to a Tootsie Pop. Now, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? It's never been figured out. Yeah, that's the look on Coach K's face, like, who in the heck cares? We got a basketball game to play here at Perkins tonight, and a big one, as the Pirates get set to host the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes. Interesting Saturday afternoon contest around the holidays. This was like a 3 o'clock start in the afternoon. Your pregame sponsored by Noble Axes, axe throwing, located in downtown Sandusky at the Marketplace at the Cook. We are ready to go. We hope you enjoyed along with us. Don't go anywhere because your North Coast Game of the Week is next. It's Tiffin Columbian invading the plank to take on the Perkins Pirates, and it's right here. Don't you move a muscle. Well, I don't know if there's a nicer holiday scene around than what you see right here at Strickfaden Park. First quarter coming up, brought to you by Hartung Title. And, of course, a great big thanks goes out to Ed and all the bunch who are such great supporters of not just us here at the Game of the Week, but athletics in general around the North Coast area. For years, you hear about Hartung Title. And here we go with Tiffin Columbian controlling the basketball first. Logan Beeston, very aptly named Beeston because he can be a beast. And Braden Rogo, one of the twin brothers, Bryce and Braden, both at 6'4". These guys are just long and lanky and athletic, and that's a great combination for pressing the basketball. You've got to be able to handle their pressure to survive. Perkins right back on defense once again, already down 2-0, and you don't want to have to fight from behind too much against these guys. They're a hard team to battle back against because of their athleticism. It's just a great textbook look at driving the baseline. Isaac Garcia. Remember the old coach at Clyde, Lou Garcia, JV coach for years and always involved. And now, last few years, we've seen them in Tiffin. And you get Gavin Hemphill scoring first for the Pirates, and they're right back to within one on one swish of the net. A lot of hype behind this basketball game because you've got two teams that like to use basically the same kind of tempo. They like to force the action. They like to force you into mistakes. You're seeing the defense out front by Jaden Rowe. And a rebound by Drake Venerucci. And here's a nice thing about anybody on the Pirates can rebound the basketball and bring it up the floor. You don't have to look for a certain person. Joey Diedrich is the heart of what happens with the offense. But when you get people that can rebound and drive the floor, it's an awful nice weapon to have. And speaking of nice weapons, you talk about attacking the basket. There's one word that Joey Diedrich grew up with that he knows very well, and that's attack. There's off that screen and roll. As the helper backs off, Diedrich sees the opening and scoops it up and in for an easy 2 for the Pirates. So Perkins watches Tiffin score the first 4. They answer with the next 5, and then see Braden Rogo turn it on from downtown. Diedrich handling the pressure along with Venerucci in the backcourt. And that's what makes it even harder against Tiffin. Their pressure is unbelievable. As Hemphill just off the mark on that 3 that could have given the Pirates the lead again. Let's try it again. Venerucci. Backside rebounded by Brady Gooding and taken right back by the Pirates of Diedrich with a long ball. And it's Braden Rogo on the rebound. Logan Beeston, 6'5", senior. You've got Beeston at 6'5". You got the Rogo twins at 6'4", and it almost is like an unfair combination put on the basketball team. Because who do you think they put up front? They put some of that size right up front against that press, and makes it almost impossible to go over the top. This is Garcia out front guarding Diedrich. There's the lob for Jaden Rowe. Little head fake to the hoop, and it's 2 more for the good guys. This is nicely set up as we take another look here for Matthews Ford. At the lob down low, you go over the top of that defense, man, you have just done something. But it's the head fake that makes it right here as Beeston goes flying by and Rowe cashes in. The Columbian lead is 3 at 10-7. Somewhat of a limited student section on a Saturday afternoon. And of course, holidays, something else to do with that. Nice try by Diedrich trying to save it, but foot on the line gives it back to Columbian halfway through the first quarter. Beeston again living up to his name, 13-7. Columbian with a 6-point advantage here in the first quarter. They're a load. Speaking of loads, there's Mikey Young taking it strong to the basket. See Zach Shawberry right in your picture right in front of us. He's 6'3". He's one of the small guys from Columbian. And, you know, size is one thing, but when you put that kind of athleticism in the same time, it's like, man, it's no wonder they're unbeaten. Columbian has already survived Sandusky in the first round. Now going after Perkins. This whole Lake Division this year, when you take into account everybody that has got good ball clubs, Bellevue, not exceedingly big, but they're big enough and they're physical enough. And they are durable. They'll go with basically a 6-man rotation. That's with Deegan Horn out of the lineup, still injured. I mean, this Lake Division this year is fun. It's just flat out fun. And speaking of fun, watch Braylon Collier. He's not going to back off from any bit of contact whatsoever. Powers through all of that and gets the Pirates a little bit closer. Back to within 4. Good hands by Diedrich, knocking the ball away, and the Pirate Express on the loose. Collier from the free throw line cuts the Columbian lead to 2. Here's Shawberry. A nice try by Collier, but unfortunately Columbian's hands too quick to save the ball and keep their possession alive. What a nice defensive play by the Pirates to keep their possession in gear. Thanks to the following businesses for supporting us here at the North Coast Game of the Week: Matthews Ford, Cook Aluminum, Hermes Parker Concrete, Noble Fun, Steineman Hafner Insurance, Payne Nichols and Company, Sandusky Steel and Supply, Gnome's Podiatric Medicine, Tom's Trophy Shop. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard. Pirates within 2 as the clock ticks down toward the final minute of play here in the first quarter. The whole idea against a team like this is just stay close, give yourselves a chance. Beeston on the Kevin Love pass down the floor for the 2 points from Garrett Preslin. 6-foot senior. That's the vision here by Beeston. A quick flick of the wrists and down the floor comes Prenzlin. Columbian fans all for what they just saw, and Columbians lead now at 4. Greg Venerucci, good patience down low, looking for the opening and cashing in to get the Pirates back to within 2. Shawberry misfiring on the drive, and the Pirates up the floor with Colin Ellis, who will now take a break along with Mike Young. Pirates working that clock down for the final shot of the first quarter. Diedrich directing traffic out front. Always tell when the quarter is getting close because the song's coming to an end. Diedrich with the drive. Well, if you have not been to Strickfaden Park yet, folks, get there, believe me. The Old Fish House in Huron, ready for our second quarter. Knickknacks, snacks, and BS facts. You're looking for a good time? The Old Fish House, the place to be. And speaking of good times, down to Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield, Ohio's first and finest ski resort in Ohio. Second quarter underway with Columbian holding a 3-point lead on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Long ball could tie it up right here for the Pirates. This would be the thing after the game that Coach Kokendorfer is saying, that we had a lot of good looks that just didn't go in, unfortunately. And boy, you need them all against a team like this. A little floater by Jack Newlove off the mark, and here comes the Pirate Express once again. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if there's a young man that can shoot a 3, here he is. Brennan Kelch has no limits on shooting range. Of course, he is right here, well outside that 3-point line. I mean, most of us are standing down on the basketball floor. You need like a telescope or something to see the rim from there. He just comes out firing. That's what Coach K told us, too. He comes in the gym in the morning before school. He just wants to shoot. He wants to shoot. And as soon as he comes through the door, Coach K's telling him, okay, now start shooting. And he'll shoot from anywhere. It's fun to watch. See, good ball movement by Columbian results in the 3 by Braden Rogo. Hey, there's a limit to how much movement a defense can keep up with, and Columbian just won that battle. Colin Ellis with a rim rattler for the Pirates, and here goes Beeston to work again on those baseball passes. And it results in another easy basket for the Tornadoes. Gavin Hemphill. But there's sometimes, this is another young man that's had some great shooting range to him. This one almost looks like he's too close to the basket for his shooting range, but just a good left-handed shooter. And that's a much-needed basket for the Pirates right there to stay close. Back within 3. You can take the best shots that Columbian has to offer, and you keep answering back. One of the big keys to success against this bunch. Cannot back down. Hemphill just missing on the tie. Foul coming on the floor, so the Pirates inbound. Off the double team, pass out to Venerucci. It's a good thing about a double team, you know somebody's always open. On the run is Bryce Rogo. Collier on the run out for the Pirates. And Venerucci cleans up the offensive boards. Bringing the Heat is up next. It's brought to you by Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. Collier on the run out. So I told you, if about anybody on Perkins can get the ball, run it down the floor, and by attacking, look at the great things you're doing. You got one man cleared out of the way, and as they attend to him, it's like, hey, you forgot. Ball's still alive, and Venerucci scoring on it. That's bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated since 1889, with heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration for the area. Here's the story on our Civista Bank scoreboard as the Pirates continue to hang close to the Tornadoes here in the first half of the play. And here comes Colin Ellis. Rebound for Beeston. And the run out for the Tornadoes, resulting in a three at the other end for Shawberry. Signs of good business are up next. Please support these local area businesses. Brady Signs. The Crimus Company. Noble Axes. Pizza House West. J Bistro. Coach Obergefell with some words of encouragement for Coach K. Shawberry on the rebound for Columbian. Beeston, ball movement. Tornadoes on the attack. That's about as long as somebody's held on to the ball the whole time in this game for Columbian, as they are constant movement. Nice outlet for Ellis that time, and Colin will drive it down. And, you know, there was very little shot of really knocking that thing down, but by attacking the basket and staying strong to the hoop, you draw the foul and you get a couple chances at the free throw line. Nice job by Ellis. Well, you know, there's just a good basketball sense sometimes. Bryce Rogo showed it to us that time as he's looking one way with his back to the defender and all of a sudden explodes to the basket and gets an easy two. You know, you marvel sometimes at kids like this that play so many different sports and they're so good at just about everything they do. And you can turn it right around and put it on the Perkins side of things, too. How many of these kids have we just watched play an outstanding football season, and here they are on the basketball floor excelling? Braylon Collier, Drake Venerucci, Mike Young, the list goes on and on and on. Well, Bryce Rogo, his face telling you about the result of that free throw. A lot of striped jerseys in the stands chanting for a call that they didn't get. Should they have? Look at Braylon Collier. Now, to me, I'm not a referee, but to me that is the hardest call in basketball. When do you call an offensive foul? When do you call a defensive foul? And when do you just ignore it? That was a little walk I think he got away with in the middle of the paint. But for the most part, got to hand it to these guys. They're on top of it. That's Zach Shawberry. He's kind of like the sleeper in this bunch. You hear about the Beeston and the Rogos all the time. But Shawberry just kind of creeps up on you. There he comes again. There's good body control that time to avoid the offensive foul and get a couple of free throws. And here, Coach Kokendorfer in the background, always coaching these kids, always active with this bunch. Having fun in his return to his alma mater this year. Pirates with their weave out front, which in other words means killing the clock until you get an opening like that. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out. Shawberry with a heave at the buzzer. And our first half is in the books. And Columbian builds a 6-point lead at the break. Lots of more great action to come in this Lake Division showdown at the Plank. The Perkins Pirates and the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes stay right where you are as we watch Braylon Collier end up our first half. Yeah, I'm telling you, folks, pictures look beautiful. Nothing says it like in person. Strickfaden Park in Perkins Township. Restore Pro set to bring you our third quarter. Disaster cleanup and restoration, all at Restore Pro. And the world-famous Paddle Bar also bringing you our third quarter tonight. Check them out in downtown Sandusky, right on the waterfront. They're world famous because we say they are. It's the Paddle Bar downtown. More beautiful sights at Strickfaden Park. Boy, what a nice job the township has done with this area. You don't get in the Christmas spirit checking that out. There's an issue somewhere along the line we need to talk about. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard to get our second half started. Columbian leads it by 6. One of the 3 watchdogs of the night. And here we go with Columbian starting the second half with possession of the basketball. And Isaac Garcia, their 5'10 junior point guard. Here's Beeston, unfazed by a double team because he's so stinking tall. He finds Braden Rogo down low. And Columbia now off to their biggest lead of the night of 8 points. Benarucci against that double team ends up losing the ball to Shawberry. They'll build their lead to 10. Not the way the Pirates wanted to start the second half. Diedrich draws the defense to him, which opens up Benarucci for the long ball. This is just so classic of what this does. And watch Diedrich, the defense collapses down to stop him from going to the basket. Hence, there's your open jumper from Benarucci. Their great second look for Matthews Ford at the long ball, which gets the Pirates back to within 7. Braylon Collier keeping that rebound alive for Benarucci to snare out of there and take the distance. Rebound comes off to Garcia. Ball bounding up over the backboard and out of bounds, which gives possession back to the Pirates again. And there's Jaden Rowe. Nothing to cut into a lead like a couple of long-range jump shots. Look at Rowe from a solid step or two outside that three-point line. A moment ago, the Pirates were down by 10. Now it's 4 with back-to-back threes. Benarucci and Rowe. This is another dangerous part about the Perkins offense is who do you guard in three-point land? And the answer is everybody. Off the steal, Columbian turns it right back over. Stepping out of bounds with it, and there's Rowe again. Pull-up jumper, true to the mark by Logan Beeston of Columbian. And the lead is 6 for the Tornadoes. Here at the beginning of the possession, Beeston yelling out to his defense, watch back door. There's the back door they were talking about that you have to be wary of when you're playing against the Pirates. Coaches Kokendorfer and Obergefell. Well, we give special thanks out to the following local businesses and thank them for their support. Jaden Rowe at the free throw line, and again, reactions tell all. Pirates down now by 5. There's the story on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Perkins battles back from a 10-point third quarter deficit, getting it already back down to within 5. Again, stay close to these guys. Give yourself a chance. When you got a team that is deep like Columbian, and Perkins is the same way, you get good looks in practice. Thereby, when you face a double team in a game, it really doesn't bother you that much. And of course, again, the size and the athleticism have so much to do with that as well. Thing kind of going back and forth in the third quarter. Pirates went down by 10, got back to within 4, now down by 9 once again, with Columbian on the break. Pirates doing a good job of hustling back and getting set on defense. All right, great drive to the hole by Shawberry. The lead, its largest of the night at 11, and Coach K wants to talk about it while we check out some signs of good business. Please support these local area businesses. Crush Wine Bar, Wendy's, Dockside Cafe, Sandusky Bay Pancake House, S&H Blinds and Floors, Cameo Pizza, Capizzi's Pizzeria, Schmid Architects, yeah, let's see what the Pirate answer is here off the timeout. The answer is the radar shot from Brennan Kelch. What a lift off the bench this young man gives the Pirates. And the best part about all of it is that he's still a junior. There's your 8-point Columbian lead on our Civista Bank scoreboard. want to talk about athleticism? I'll chalk that one up for Braylon Collier. This is your play of the game for Civista Bank. They are focused on you. And Braylon Collier right here is focused on that basket. And once he gets the opening on that wing, he's going to take it to the bank. Too quick for Rogo to keep up with, and Beeston not able to get there in time to help out. And Braylon Collier cashes in, and the Pirates again are back to within 6. That's your play of the game for Civista Bank. Focused on you. Columbian back to work on offense once again. Pirates in their traditional man-to-man defense. Braden Rogo is misfiring on the 3. And Diedrich leading the Pirate Express up the floor once again. Now Diedrich was running out of time and had to force that one. Strawberry unable to cash in, and Mikey Young wins the battle for the rebound. Well, I think the referee is looking at right here, maybe it wouldn't have been an offensive foul except for the fact that Diedrich threw that shoulder down and into the defender. We'll get another look right here for Matthews Ford. And Coach Kokendorfer talking to the official about it, but watch his lead shoulder. Here it comes. That's where your offensive foul comes from. Pretty subtle, but by the same token, it's a look on Joey's face. I couldn't get away with it that time. And maybe a few other adjectives that went through his mind as well, but we'll leave those up to your imagination. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard with Columbian still leading by 6. A minute and a half to play in our third period. Well, again, it was the over-the-top pass that leads to the basket by Braden Rogo. Looks like you've got them stopped, but they're so tall and lanky, they can go right over the top of any trap you set. It makes it tough to defend. Beeston. Yeah, and he gets him fired up, too. And then gets called for the personal foul. Nice strong move to the basket by Gavin Hemphill. This is worth another look here for Matthews Ford. Hemphill with that nice spin move into the paint, gets a step on his defender, and then stays strong to the basket with that little scoop shot. And a much-needed basket for the Pirates. Nicely done by Hemphill. Here's Jaden Rowe on the loose. Logan Beeston stopping him from getting the field goal, but now Rowe at the free throw line. Pirates down by 7 right at the end of the quarter.
Hey, Tiffin, let's go!
Pirates unable to get it up at the buzzer, and we've got a 7-point deficit for Perkins heading into our final 8 minutes of basketball at the plank. Stay with us, Tiffin Columbian and Perkins, ready to roll us into the holidays here on your North Coast Game of the Week. The last time you've seen a Christmas tree on top of a fire truck. Maybe you saw it at the Santa Claus Parade this year through Perkins Township. Our fourth quarter brought to you by Noble Axes, axe throwing, located in downtown Sandusky. And Noble Pins, duck pin bowling. That's what I grew up on in Connecticut, and now it's fun to have it back out here again. Noble Pins, duck pin bowling, downtown Sandusky at the Marketplace by the Cook. Again, another shot from Strickfaden Park in Sandusky. With Santa hopping on board the fire truck. All right, can the Pirates do it here? Down by 7, heading into the fourth quarter against the Columbian Tornadoes. Not an easy task. Never is against these guys. But Pirates get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Gavin Hemphill on the kick out for Benarucci. Rebounded by the Tornadoes. By Logan Beeston. Firing up on the other end of the gym, basically. And here's Beeston going the other way off the steal with that pull-up jump shot that's rebounded by Benarucci. Diedrich now directing traffic, sucking that defense in, but this time getting the shot up. Hands by Shawberry on the steal. That's a tall assignment there for one person to guard Logan Beeston, but Rowe hanging right with him. A couple of good opportunities for the Pirates. Go by the boards right there, and it's Logan Beeston taking it the other direction. Wow. Boy, I tell you what, the Pirates did almost everything right on that sequence, but it still ends up in the hands of the Tornadoes for a 9-point lead. Sometimes that's, like they say, just the way the ball bounces. And right now it is bouncing in favor of the Tornadoes. Stop it right here. As you could hear Gavin Hemphill going to the floor hard. And here we're going to get another look once again for Matthews Ford. Yeah, that doesn't feel too good on the backbone. Pirates still down by 9, and again, it's one of those where just trying to draw a foul, didn't get it. Now Brennan Kelch does get a shot up at the line. And he's got the Pirates back to within 8 points again. Still plenty of time left in this one at 4.5 minutes to play. But you got to get some stops. And that doesn't help the issue with our Isaac Garcia running it into the basket. Thanks to the following businesses for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. Good Time Lake Erie Cruises, Skate World, Ghostly Manor, Restore Pro, BGSU Firelands College, Wake Up and Waffle, Cold Water Company, Heartland and Wilkin Custom Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Helene Kia, Schmidt Architects. Better cheer louder. Down by 10, with time starting to become a factor in this one. Vista Bank scoreboard telling the story. The half a quarter to go, still time, but it's still against Columbian. Brennan Kelch knew as soon as he let that one go, it was not headed for the bottom of the net. This is Isaac Garcia. Columbian does not have to be in a hurry right here. Pirates need to force some turnovers, get a stop. Well, the official right now is the best friend of the Rumble section. Diedrich trying to get through traffic, and a reaching foul will be called on Tiffin. Kelch had that one partially deflected and out of bounds. Last touch by the Pirates. So again, the defense going to be put to the test right here. You can see that look at the scoreboard by Coach K, and you know things are starting to get a little bit nervous here at the plank. Well, here's another instance where the Pirates have some looks. They just don't want to go down. And boy, when you don't hit the free throws, too, that complicates the issue that much more. And then you got Logan Beeston. He certainly is not going to make things easy. Back up to 11 points with 2.5 minutes to go, and now you know things are really going to be tough, so you've got to get a lot of shots up. You've got to get them up quickly. Braden Rogo to the free throw line. And as they continue to score, he's looking a little bit more difficult here as the Tornadoes now stretch it out to a 13-point lead on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Well, Diedrich doing his best to try and get that foul call. Because the best thing the Pirates can do now is score with the clock stopped. Benarucci banging one home off the glass. You get the Pirates back to within 11. Signs of good business up next. Please support these local area businesses. Crush Wine Bar, Wendy's, Dockside Cafe, Sandusky Bay Pancake House, S&H Blinds and Floors, Cameo Pizza, Capizzi's Pizzeria, Schmid Architects. Well, that's got to be some magic going on in that huddle to overcome an 11-point deficit. with under 2 minutes left to play. They do a lot of ball hawking here, and Jaden Rowe doing it the way you're supposed to right there. You got to get the turnovers. And those are the kind of shots that Columbian will take at this point in time. If you get the bunny shots, Braden Rogo, chance at a three-point play. The lead back up at a baker's dozen right here for Columbian. Benarucci to the line. Benarucci with 1 out of 2 for the 6'4" senior. Great ball movement again, and Collier just got to get the clock stopped. Braden Rogo, rebounded by Drake Benarucci. Joey Diederich, that's it down to 10. There's the handoff out top for Diederich, and anytime you get an opening here at this stage of the game, it's bombs away. Bingo. The lead for Columbian is 10. Just 40 seconds left to play in this one. And when you put them at the line and they just cash in, well, you just look at it this way. It's a chance you got to take. Benarucci strong to the basket. The deficit again is 10. The time rapidly running out here at the plank. Nice assist for Jaden Rowe. And Benarucci with the 2. So a 63-53 ball game. With time winding down here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, the Pirates certainly game competitors here, but just a little bit too much Tiffin Columbian in this one. As Isaac Garcia goes to the line and the Pirates come back the other direction. And you can pretty much let it alone at this stage of the game as Columbian comes into Perkins, takes a Saturday afternoon contest from the Pirates 64-53, and Columbian with the advantage right now in the Lake Division race after a couple of big wins this week over Sandusky and Perkins as well. A lot of schedule yet to go and a lot of fun basketball coming up. And while we think of that, it's time just to say happy holidays to all of you, and we'll see you again next time when we get together on the North Coast Game of the Week. Mother Nature permitting, maybe we'll have Sandusky and Perkins, and maybe we won't, who knows. But whatever it is, next time we'll see you then. Happy holidays. Thanks for joining us.